Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi. Today I am so excited because I have some new products for you guys they're so good and I can't wait to share them with you guys. So I have a bunch of things that I picked up from the brand called Phytosurgence, and they are a new brand. I'm pretty sure they started last year, and I was seeing a lot of posts from a couple of people that I follow on Instagram, State of Kait and Aaron Dye, and I'll leave their little handles down below. And I was seeing them post a lot over the past few months about Phytosurgence, and I was like, dang, those products look really nice. So then a few weeks ago, I decided to finally check them out, and I was looking on their website and a lot of their stuff was out of stock. So I only picked up like a couple blushes and then 2 highlighters. And as soon as those arrived, I tried them and I was like, okay, I need more of this. Then like a couple weeks ago, they restocked the items. And so I picked up some of the eyeshadows and a couple more blushes because they're just, I think they might be some of the best products I've ever tried in my entire life. So I cannot wait to share them with you guys. And if you haven't heard of them, you're in for a treat because these products are so good. Okay, so I only did like my foundation and powder and bronzer and brows. I didn't put any eyeshadow on and I didn't put any blush or highlighter on because I'm going to be showing you guys some of the products. But I want to go ahead and talk about them first. So let me pull up their website. So like I said, this brand is called Phytosurgence and they are from Canada. They are an Asian and LGBTQ owned brand, which is so awesome to support those communities. They are a vegan and cruelty-free brand, and in their About Us section, it says their skincare and makeup products are luxurious, effective, and affordable for everyday life. They aim to make high-performance products that are inspired by ingredients and pigments found in nature, but based on science, which is pretty awesome. It says they are completely self-funded, no backers, no external help. Everything from development, production, packaging, and order fulfillment is done by the team of just 2 people, which is crazy because the brand has been blowing up like crazy over the past like couple months. So I can't even imagine like how stressed they are dealing with all of these orders by themselves. Like I can't even imagine, but like bravo. Anyways, another thing that it says on their website is that they believe in transparent and conscious beauty. And as far as transparency, it means doing away with the smoke and mirrors commonly seen in the beauty industry. They don't want to be at all associated with fear-mongering or scare tactics for non-toxic and clean beauty, which is why they aren't labeling themselves as clean even though they're using better ingredients. They also want to be transparent with their product formulations, design, selling process, show you what happens behind the scenes, which I think is really awesome because I've been starting to notice a lot of brands that are clean are not being very transparent. I've definitely noticed that with some of the products that I was using and then they got bought out, and then now that they've been purchased, their ingredient decks have completely changed and they act like nothing changed at all and it's just the same product even though it doesn't at all work the same. So I love that Phytosurgence is going to be very transparent about things, and I think that's awesome because it's not fun when you love a product and then suddenly things change, like a brand tries to pass it off like nothing changed. So I love that they're going to be transparent and I think that's so amazing. And then they also have a little blurb on here about being a conscious consumer, which is hard in the current days of social media and the beauty industry and the fashion industry and all of that. Like it's kind of hard to be a conscious consumer because you're constantly being fed more and more products. I mean, as a professional makeup artist, I have so much makeup and I don't necessarily need to buy anything, but because I see something, then I'm like, oh, I want to test that out. So I love that they are gearing this towards consumers and saying skincare and makeup is not a necessity. Use what you have in your collection first before mindlessly purchasing our or other products. We put too much time and effort into our products to be left forgotten and lost in a sea of items in your bathroom. We aren't going anywhere, so no rush. Additionally, we encourage everyone to be conscious of the brands they support, the causes they stand up for, and the morals that they have and what communities they lend their voice to. Your money, your voice, and your support has power beyond just acquiring wearing a beauty product. So I think that that little blurb there on their website is so cool because most brands are urging you to buy more. The only brand that I know that isn't telling you to buy more besides Phytosurgence is Gressa. She's made some posts before where she's basically just like, don't even buy the product, like I'm just showing it to you. And so I love that, you know, brands like that and brands like Phytosurgence, they're not pushing you to buy product. Like, yeah, if you want to get it, but make sure you use it. So I thought that was so thoughtful and so interesting. It's so refreshing to see a brand that's like, make sure you use up your products, don't just let them sit there, and don't just buy it just to have it. And I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. They're not being pushy about their products. They're just like, if you want to get it, but make sure you use it. So I love that. And yeah, I love this brand so much. Their products speak for themselves. So anyways, let's get into the products because I know that's what you're here for. Like I said, this is a Canadian brand. So when you look on their website, all of their products are in Canadian pricing. But they do have a little tab on there so you can see it in USD. First, let's talk about the Spectral Shine Radiance Balms. So I picked up 2 of these. And this is what they look like. This is the packaging for them. I got the shade Mirrored Moonlight and Fresh Fog. I got both of these shades based off of State of Kait's swatches that she had. These are the 2 lightest shades that they have, but they have 7 shades total. These are so beautiful and they're unlike anything I've ever tried. So it says here, the Spectral Shine Radiance Balms in American dollars, they are $26.43, which honestly isn't that bad. I was so shocked when I switched it to USD and I was like, oh, these are super affordable. And I was like, okay, well, I love that. Because a lot of times higher quality products are on the more expensive side. So when I saw that these were affordable, I was like, this is awesome. So it says the purpose of the Spectral Shine Radiance Balms is to add diffuse, glitter-free radiance across the face that's unlike any traditional highlighter on the market. It's a cream to powder formula, incredibly thin to the touch, almost feels invisible on the skin, and it can be applied and treated like a pressed powder product, but doesn't appear like one. It's inspired by light emanating phenomenons of the natural world. Spectral Shine is a long-awaited, much requested radiance balm, and it's not your traditional highlighter. It will not make you glow from space, no metallic glitter or sparkle. They use the finest pearl pigments in the dry to touch cream so that they don't reflect light off the skin, but rather catch and hold light onto it. What you get is the softest, diffused, and gentle veil of luminosity that translucently filters the skin. Because the pearl pigments are so fine, they do not have any sparkle or glittery quality to them, even in direct sunlight, which often gives away when someone is wearing a highlighter. It's a blend of waxes and hydrocarbons that are used in the formula that lock moisture into the skin without being overly occlusive or uncomfortable. You can use a brush, you can use your fingers. I actually like to use a brush for these personally because I feel like they just apply so beautifully because the texture is so interesting on them. So like I said, I got the 2 shades Fresh Fog, which is the palest pure white for the fairest of skin tones. And this is what they look like on the inside. So you get a nice mirror here. And then this is the shade Fresh Fog. It's super pretty. Let me show it to you on my hand. So it's so interesting because when you touch the product, it literally doesn't feel like anything. It literally just feels dry. Like it doesn't feel like you're picking up any product, but then you get the product on your finger there. I'll put it on my hand here. Hopefully we can see it. So this is it on my hand. It's just like a really beautiful light. This shade actually reminds me a lot of the RMS Living Luminizer, but it's not an oily feeling at all. You know how when you use the RMS, like you kind of feel that oil because it's made with coconut oil? This doesn't have any coconut oil in it. It does have metafoam seed oil, but it doesn't have any oily feeling. Like it literally just feels like a powder, and it's just so beautiful. And then the other shade that I picked up is Mirrored Moonlight, which is a soft moonlit gold for light to light medium skin tones. And that is what this one looks like right here. It looks very yellow in the pan, but when you put it on, it's just like the most beautiful sun-kissed glow. So that's it right there. And then you can see them both right there. So this one here is Mirrored Moonlight and then Fresh Fog. Aren't they so pretty? They're just so gorgeous. So I'm gonna put one on right now and I'll show you how I like to do it. Personally, I like to use like a fluffy, flat type of brush. This is a Hakuhodo J116. It's super soft and like very fluffy. So I'll put this one on. And basically what I do is I just kind of swirl it around in the pan very gently. You don't want to touch it or use your brush too hard because it'll actually crumble, which is very interesting. So then very gently, I like to just brush it on. And look how pretty that is. It's just like the most beautiful shade. I'll put it on this side too. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't look like highlighter. Like it just looks like your skin is so fresh. And I like to put a little down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And I always put a little bit right on the inner corner of my eye. But it's just like the most beautiful, natural looking glow. With the Mirrored Moonlight, I don't think that I have any dupes for that. Like I don't know that I have a product that necessarily matches that similar kind of color. But with Fresh Fog, this one definitely is like the RMS Living Luminizer, but just a different texture. So if you like that shade, you'll love this shade. I switch off between the two every single day now. Like I can't get enough of them. It makes my skin look so healthy and glowy, and I love the way that it looks. Next, let me talk to you about the Skin Spark Blush Balms. So I have 4 of them. Let me show you. Here are the 4 that I have. There are 8 shades total. I have shades Fume, Singe, Ember, and Simmer. The first 2 that I picked up were Singe and Ember. Those were actually only the 2 I think that were like available, except for maybe a couple darker shades, but those 2 were so beautiful, so I got those ones first. And then the other 2 that I picked up more recently was Fume and Simmer. And all of these are so beautiful. In American dollars, they're only $17.34, which is super affordable for how much product you're getting and how potent and pigmented they are. Like I don't know how to explain these blushes to you. They are so pigmented, like the tiniest amount goes the longest way. And with these, I love to use them on my cheeks and on my lips and on my, a little bit on my eyes too, just to kind of tie everything together. So like I said, these are Skin Spark Blush Balms. They are cheek color with customizable intensity. They are a moussey cream that resembles a soft chocolate truffle in texture, melts to the touch but dries down to a soft, natural, somewhat powder-like finish that does not remain sticky or greasy. And that's 100% true. It does not feel sticky or greasy. Neither does the highlighter. It just feels like a powder, but not a dry powder, if that makes sense. So Skin Spark is our vision of bringing skincare and makeup together, an essential oil and fragrance-free blend of waxes, butters, and oils mixed with minerals and pigments. This line of blush balms is something special. The skincare base provides soothing emollients to the skin while keeping moisture and hydration locked in, while also delivering high-impact pigment that can be sheared out beautifully on the skin. These blush balms can be applied onto bare skin or on top of other base makeup, which I love, because sometimes creams look a little weird on top of, you know, powder or anything like that, but these don't. The finish can be described as a soft, radiant, glowy, but definitely not oily. Long-lasting, given that there is not a lot of contact being made with the face throughout the day. You can apply with your fingers or a brush, and I like to use these with my fingers. I just feel like when I'm working with blush, on using my fingers, I can just move the product around better. I feel like a brush and blush doesn't work well for me unless it's powder. So the first one that I got is Singe, which is a bright neutral pink. And this is the color right here. It's so pretty. It's like a beautiful sun-kissed color. That is just like one little swirl around. And these remind me a lot of the RMS Lip to Cheeks mixed with like the Gressa Lip Boost, mixed with something even more creamy, but not oily. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like 2 of my favorite cheek products in one. But the colors are just so gorgeous. Let me apply it on my hand so I can show you. So that's Singe. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty. And the next shade that I picked up is Ember, which is a coral tangerine. I love this one too. This one is such a pretty color as well. So that's what that one looks like. So this one right here is Ember, and then that was Singe. Then the Ember shade actually reminds me a lot of Sun Touched by Kjaer Weis. The next shade that I got, I was influenced by State of Kait, and it's called the shade Fume, and it's a dusty rose. This color is super pretty as well, and that's what this color looks like right here. And that's Fume. That one reminds me a lot of the shade Before Today. That's in the Color Haze Pigments from Ilia. It's a very similar color to that. And then the last one that I have is the shade called Simmer, which is a soft baby pink. And honestly, I don't know which ones of these are my favorites. They're all beautiful, but I feel like Simmer and Ember might be my two favorites. So this one is Simmer. And I'll put it on my hand real quick so you can see. So this one right here is Simmer. Simmer, Fume, Ember, and Singe, but they're just so beautiful. So I think today I'm going to apply Simmer because it's just so pretty. So I'm going to use what's on my hand here. And I like to just, you know, the usual, mix it between my fingers. And I like to apply it kind of like high on my cheeks up here. I feel like it gives like that really cute sun-touched, like I've been out in the sun look. And then with whatever's left over, I like to apply this on my lips just by patting it in. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more. Isn't that pretty? And then whatever is left on that, I rub my fingers in again, and I just like to put it on my upper eyelids, just to kind of like mix it all together. I feel like it gives me like a cute sunburned but not look. Last product that I picked up, they do have some skincare products, but I didn't get any of those. I did get some of their eyeshadows, like I said. So these are called the Flash Fluorescence Cream Shadows, and I got 3 of them. They are also $17.34. There are 6 shades total. I was once again influenced by State of Kait and Erin Dye on these because the colors were just so beautiful in their photos that they were using, and I was like, wow, those look amazing. And something that Kait said is that they are super long lasting, which is interesting. Like for a cream shadow, I feel like most of the time cream shadows just like instantly melt away. So when I got these and tried them out, they did not budge. Like once they're on and you know, blend them into place, they wore so well throughout the day. I didn't get any creasing or anything, and I was like, okay, this is like magic. So like I said, they're the Flash Fluorescence Cream Shadows. They are a foolproof one and done cream eyeshadow that can be used to create multi-dimensional or easy to wear looks that weathers everyday life like a champ. A firm cream that picks up incredibly easy and thin, gives you enough playtime on the skin before it dries down to a budge-proof finish. Inspired by the different pigments found in plants and flowers, Flash Fluorescence is our take on a cream shadow made for everyday life. The creamy texture of these shadows allows for easy application with fingers or a brush and provides a good amount of working time before they dry down to a powder finish. Whether you are using these as one and done shade or an accent color on your lids, there is surely a color in this collection for you. CoQ10 is also added to provide some antioxidant power for this formula, similar to that in our Moonlight Afterglow Serum, while hydrocarbon solvents seal in hydration while providing a transfer-resistant dry down. Most of the shadows have a pearlescent sheen without chunky glitter or too much sparkle and shine. Shades can be built up to emphasize their sheen and reflect, or diffused out for a more monochromatic wash of color. Like I said, you can use brush or fingers. I've been using my fingers because it's just so quick and easy to do. I did see on their Instagram page that they have been working on glitter formulas, so I cannot wait for that. I'm so excited to try those because I love glitter, obviously. And I love these shadows, so glitter plus these, like, I can't wait. These shadows do contain mica. It is mica that is ethically sourced, which is good to know because there's a whole lot out there about mica and it not being ethically sourced, and it's scary. So luckily this is. Let me go ahead and show you these because they're so pretty. So the first shade that I picked out is Potent Petal. It is a soft cherry blossom pink with a slight hint of champagne shimmer. And that's what this color looks like, Potent Petal. It's such a cute name and it's such a cute shade. And these are super soft and creamy. That's what this one looks like. I'll put it on my hand. I love the feeling of these and the fact that they dry down to be like a powder that just stays put. That's the Potent Petal shade. It has like this really beautiful reflect of champagne, but then other angles it's like a rosy gold. It's so pretty. These remind me a lot of the Gressa eye tints, but creamier. They just have that same feeling in the pot as when you first get the eye tints. They're just super buttery. The next shade down I got is the shade called Sun Stress, and it is a bronze gold with a small dose of rosiness, and that's this right here. And that's what that looks like. It's really golden and beautiful. I feel like if you have a deeper skin tone, like a tan or deep, this will just bring out the rich tones in your skin and it will look so beautiful. So that's Sun Stress right there. And it has like some orangey, golden tones. It's so pretty. Lastly, I picked up the shade Wild Oak, and this is an antique neutral bronze with a golden reflect. This one is super pretty too. It's a very interesting color, and they're just so creamy. So this is what Wild Oak looks like. Let me put it on my hand, and that's what Wild Oak looks like. It's a very interesting color. Like, it sort of is deep, but at the same time it's really light. It's just, they're all so pretty. They have some other really beautiful shades like a copper, they have an olive green one, and then they have this really cool brown one that has like a blue shift to it. It's very interesting. But man, these colors are so pretty. I think today I'm going to do Potent Petal just because I feel like this is the one that I've been using the most. And it's like my go-to look recently, so I'll show you how I do it. So I just take a little bit on my finger and I just apply it right on my lid and blend it around. These remind me a lot too of like MAC paint pots, except they actually work at being creaseless. Like, to me, MAC paint pots never stayed put. Like, those creased instantly on me. I have no idea why, but they did. Isn't that color so pretty? Oh, dang, I love these. But yeah, I really like these, and these would be really good as like a base under eyeshadow as well. If you wanted something to make an eyeshadow pop and stay put, I love how they don't crease. That makes me so happy. And like, it's been hot here and like nothing moves. I think I'll put a little bit more on. Isn't that just so pretty? Man, I love these so much, and I'm so glad this brand was created because I've never come across anything like it before. So let me go ahead and put my mascara on and I will be right back to wrap things up. Okay, so mascara's on, my look is complete, and yeah, I had so much fun sharing this with you guys today. I love this brand, as you can tell, because I probably said it 50 billion times. I'm so grateful that Erin and Kait shared these products on their Instagram page, because otherwise I would have never found them. Being an indie brand, like, it's hard to get your products out there. And so that's like a really cool thing on social media, like seeing people who actually bought the product rather than being given PR or whatever talk about this. Being like smaller influencers, like, I feel like it's so cool to see people actually using the product and loving the product and talking about the product consistently, instead of just being like, oh, I used this product once and it's great and whatever, you know? So I love that they shared this and continue to share this, and I know I'm going to continue to share this brand because I love the products and I love everything about this. I love the way that they work. I can't wait to go back to working professionally and doing people's makeup and using these products, because I just know it's gonna look amazing on camera. It's gonna look amazing for photo shoots. There's nothing crazy in the products. Like, it just looks beautiful. I am just so thrilled to be able to share these because as soon as I picked these up and as soon as they arrived and I tried them out, I knew you guys would love them as well. Like, really potent products that work really well and they're affordable. You can't go wrong. So yeah, I'm just so thrilled with these products. Recently, I saw also that with a portion of their proceeds, they donate to, you know, charities that align with their morals. So I just saw on Instagram that they donated to an organization that helps with whales. I thought that was so awesome that a small indie brand is doing their thing, doing amazing, and then also giving back. I love that. So yeah, I'm so excited to support this brand and use their products, and I can't wait to one day go back to work and use them on people that are in my chair, and just share with more and more people how much I love them. So yeah, I'm so excited about this brand, and I hope that you guys are too. I highly recommend checking them out. I can't recommend them enough. And a cool thing about the highlighters is that they have something for every skin tone. So they have, like, you know, the 2 shades for like light to medium, and then they have shades for like medium, and then shades for like dark and deep, and that would just like bring out the skin tone beautifully. And then the blushes are so pigmented that they would look amazing on every skin tone as well. So yeah, I'm so thrilled about these products. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So that's pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys like these products, if you've tried them, if you've heard of them, if you haven't tried them, if you haven't heard of them and now want to. I would love to know your thoughts on this brand right here. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!